the world has a lot of philosophy. The world has a lot of motivation and encouragement. But you got to remember to call it what it is. It's not the gospel, it's motivational. It's encouragement, but it's not necessarily the gospel. The world has a lot of philosophy. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. But you don't find it in the Bible because that's philosophical thinking. That is not accurate. God said all things work together for good. He didn't say what was going wrong can go wrong. He said, but it worked together for good. You meant it for evil. God meant it for good. There are a lot of things that are said that are not always true, but they have philosophical viewpoints. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, the truth is, what doesn't kill you, it may just not have killed you now, but it might kill you eventually. Let me talk to somebody that know what crack cocaine can do to you. Just because it didn't kill you that first high, don't mean it won't eventually take you out of here. No, I can't get no help in here. I'm glad the Lord has made me able to preach without support. The world hates the church. They teach us, Colossians 2:8 says, through philosophy, vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. Not after Christ. And the world seeks to seduce Christians in particular. The world is always after the people that follow the Lord, to seduce them, to trick them. That's why we fight so hard to cover our girls, because our girls in the church, they're green, they wet, they don't know. They wet behind the ear, they don't know what's going on. And it's these old snake fellas sitting around slithering and waiting for these pretty clean girls that come out to church to mess over them and mess them up. And it's our job to pray for them and teach them and cover them and tell them, that guy ain't for you. And y'all don't like me now. Because the world operates in that level of deceit. The enemy always after the saints to mess with us. Notice now, when the devil came through the serpent, he came to Eve and Adam, or Adam and Eve, but he came to people that had already been given the word of God to talk them out of what they already knew. Turn to somebody and say, don't let anybody talk you out of holiness.